So how would you describe your sound in general?
My sound in general. It
If you
is,
could.
yeah, it is. First of all, it's really West Coast.
Okay.
So it's really West Coast, laid back, swing,
Mhm.
groovy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I would say we're a tropical vibe
Hmm.
with a jazz concept, if that makes any sense.
Okay.
Because jazz concept, not the sound, but the concept of jazz was always very, very professional, very it showcased virtuosity
Hmm.
and talent more than just showcasing lyrics and things like that, if that makes any sense. So we're tropical with a really jazz undertone.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, I can sense a lot of Afro-Cuban jazz notes in the
definitely.
album. I gave a listen to the album. It's pretty good.
Oh,
Like it a
beautiful.
lot.
Thank you. Thanks.
Good luck with it. Appreciate. Good luck with that.
Yeah.
Which artists inspire you personally and inspired the making of this album?
Oh, wow. There's you know what? Everybody on this album, everyone on this album were my heroes. Uh
Okay.
like when I was because I've been doing music professionally at 13 since 13 years old.
Hmm.
I'm 31 now.
Okay.
So when I started this, I was looking up to the percussionists like Luisito Quintero and Alex Acuna and Luis Conte and Tony and Tony Sukar was a friend of mine when I was like 20 or something like that, 21.
Hmm.
So I would see all these guys and I'd be like, man, I would study them and everything. So they're actually the influences for this album and they're on the album. Funny
Okay.
enough. Yeah.
Okay. Would you say that this album is one of your biggest passion projects?
The LA Impromptu is my biggest passion project. It's my first because as a
Hmm.
producer and a musician, you're always recording for other people. You're always producing for other people. You never have time to do anything yourself. So this is my first real big passion project. That's why it took like 6 years to complete
Wow. Okay.
because I had to, so many people, so many time schedules,
Right.
and yeah, we had a lot of passion behind this one.
So you got a lot of, like you said, a lot of various talent on this album. How did you pick which individuals to be on this album?
Yeah, it was easy because I would just call the people I consider my friends.
Hmm.
So my friends, I've been blessed to be friends with most of the masters in this industry, people who I looked up to, which then it became a mutual respect thing. And I can call them up and text them and just, joke with them and stuff like that. So
Hmm.
I actually just called my friends up, say, hey, you want to do this? And I thought of, oh, who could fit on this song? Who could do this solo? Who would do this? I need a piano solo on this one. So I would just call my friends, and
Hmm.
and all of them said yes. The people that
That,
weren't my friends,
mhm.
I reached out to a couple people. They were like, I don't know who you are. Well, yeah, but that opened the door. That opened the door,
Mhm.
man, to the right artist. So I'm happy. I thank the people who said no as well.
Were you surprised by anyone in particular who signed on for the album?
Um, yeah, I mean, I was surprised with a lot of them. Um,
Okay.
Alex Acuna surprised me because I know he's so busy.
Hmm.
Um, Alex Acuna, he's done gigs with Elvis Presley. I mean, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
come on. And he did it. He did it. He did it in a day. Sent me the files and yeah. So I'm surprised with a lot of people actually, but Alex being one of them.
Hmm. Are the songs on the album ones you picked out, or did you have, the artists have a say in what tracks go on the album?
No, I did everything myself. Production from ground up was me. So I told everybody their spots. I told everybody what song they're gonna be on, what solos they were gonna do on what instrument. I even gave the singers like every lyric, even the pregones and stuff. I would sing it
Hmm.
on a scratch track. I'd make them
Okay.
listen to it and learn it, and they would sing it back. So literally every piece I'm a control freak, obviously. You could tell. You could tell every piece of the puzzle was put there by me, and I'm very happy with what we accomplished on this one.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
Talk about how you were able to get Bill Pullman to do the narration on the first track.
Right? Oh yeah, that's another one that I was surprised with. Like Bill Pullman. I mean, I knew Bill already. I knew Bill already because he actually came to one of my gigs, and
Okay.
he loves music. His
Hmm.
kids also are musicians. So we just chopped it up. We just started talking, and we just, became friends. He invited me over for Thanksgiving. And, obviously this was now considered a friend. He invited me to
Right.
his house for Thanksgiving. So one day I was running stuff about the album to him, and he's the one that said it would be nice to have some spoken word. I'll open the album. And I
Hmm.
said, huh, yeah, if there was just somebody with a voice like yours that could do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he signed on to it. And he said, meet me, like, I think it was like the next day or something. I went home. I wrote the poem out that you hear.
Hmm.
I wrote the score that you hear behind the poem, if you've heard it. Um, and we went to his house the next day. Friend of mine got his recording equipment, went to his house. He recorded everything, just came out perfectly. And Bill Pullman narrates this album, which is amazing.
Yeah, it's pretty cool to get the president from Independence Day.
Man, dude, exactly. And that's a famous speech. The one
I
on
know,
Independence, that's a super famous speech. And I was like, the guy, like from Casper, come on, that was my
right,
childhood movie that I used to watch all
right.
the time.
No,
Great.
that was a good get for sure.
Yeah, beautiful.
So how special was it for you to get all these various Latino talent on your record at one time and take part of this album?
That's the at one time. I've heard these guys on a bunch of scattered records,
Hmm.
but not on one record.
Hmm.
Not I and, on one song I can have four of these masters on it. And I to me that's a personal accomplishment, and it's an accomplishment I feel for Los Angeles because that's what we're trying to showcase here.
Hmm.
And it's a win for music because no matter what happens with this album, wins a Grammy, doesn't win anything, people hate it, people love it. It's an album that's going to be here for the rest of history, and it's going to have
Right.
all of these over 30 artists, which
Hmm.
80-90% of them have Grammys already, right? They don't
Right.
need another one. Who cares, right? It would be nice,
Yeah.
but you know what? To have all these Grammy winners say, "Hey, you have something on your hands here. Like you have something big. I haven't seen this happen before," which they've all told me. That's a huge win for all of us, I think.
It's like an all-star team if you think about it.
It's a very much of an all-star team. And all-star
Yeah,
teams
because
are
like you said,
usually
they all have Grammys and awards in the music
exactly.
industry. So
Exactly. So it's like, hey, we came together, we made it happen, put the LA impromptu name on it, Los Angeles repping, and it's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing.
what kind of impact do you hope this record has on the Latino community, especially the young youth musicians, in the urban communities right now?
That's what I'm talking about. The impact is for when I get interviewed, it's like, where do I see myself in 5 years and this and that? And it's to me, it's not about me. It's about the impact that these musicians and this music has on people. Uh, because people right now they need a lifter upper, right?
Hmm. Especially
Um,
now.
especially now. So salsa, when you say salsa music, most people think of like the routine, the same people. You think of, like the old guys back in the 80s singing and dancing, which,
Yeah.
beautiful. They paved the way.
Hmm.
But what we're doing as a younger generation with these masters on this album, mixed with the new up and comers, right? We're kind of revitalizing that whole scene. That's what we're trying to do. We're trying to
And kind
revitalize.
and kind of like passing the torch in a way.
Exactly, exactly. And where they're passing the torch on to us, and I'm trying to pass the torch on to the people that you mentioned, people that need
Hmm.
something new in their lives, people that like innovation. Because LA hasn't been innovating. I don't know. Are you in LA?
Now I'm in Chicago.
Okay, okay. Well, LA man has not been innovating. The East Coast has, and the South, and they've been innovating. We haven't been doing much. So what I'm trying
Yeah.
to do for the West Coast, for the whole West Coast, is this. You know what I mean? LA,
Hmm.
and you see LA in the back. It's for a reason, because I want us to feel like when you say go Dodgers and this and this and that, I want it to be like a community thing, like LA Impromptu. They put tropical music on the map. They put us on the map back in the salsa scene, back in that hugeness. You know,
Right.
that's what I want.
Well, I'm originally from New Jersey, the New York area, so I know about all the Latin
Of
roots
course,
and stuff like that from back there, like you
of
said. But
course.
it's good to have LA on the map too.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Because then we can create this mania, We
Hmm.
can create this thing where New York is doing its thing, Miami's doing its thing, and LA is doing its thing, and that music is just going to go even bigger worldwide. It's going to
Right.
reach more people. It's going to be a union.
Right.
It's not about competition, it's about a union. And
Hmm.
somebody needs to step it up for LA, and I hope to be that person.
Well, hopefully you are, man.
Yeah.
Hopefully you get the Grammy nominations and win a Grammy and progress from there.
Yeah. If not this one, later.
Yeah. Well, sooner or later you're gonna get one, so just keep your fingers crossed.
Yeah, no doubt. I don't have a doubt.
What do you consider more difficult? Composing music for yourself, movies, TV, video games?
Oh. Hmm.
Stumped you on that one, huh?
Yeah, because when I work by myself, it comes easy. When I
Hmm.
work for other people, I have to let myself, I have to rip out my likes and tastes
Hmm.
and bring their likes and tastes into me, into my heart, into my mind, and create something for them that they like, while still giving it my sound, if that makes sense. So I
Right.
think producing for other people is great, but it's not hard, it's not difficult for me, but it's less, um a lot less easier, because I have to be so mindful of what other people want and how they want it to sound.
Right. It's not just your
So
way.
exactly, exactly. So I would say producing for other people, which includes obviously scoring, um, for movie trailers or for video game trailers or stuff like that. So it's always
Right.
about giving them what they want.
Is there anything you haven't accomplished yet in this industry or anybody you haven't worked with yet that you want to going forward?
Um,
Like your dream list of people you want
yeah,
to work
you
with
know
too?
what? I've always been and tried to be and try to stay humble as possible. So I'm always thankful for what I have. I don't really focus on what I don't have or haven't done.
Hmm.
So I honestly don't have an answer to that question, but I guess you could say my new dream, I guess you could say my new goal, I like to
Hmm.
use the word goal, is to make this project, make LA Impromptu reach a level that I didn't see coming.
Okay.
So I would definitely want to see that happen now. So I'm gonna strive for that.
Well, me too. Since we're fellow Latino, I want you to
Claro que
seguir
sí.
para adelante. You know what I'm saying?
Claro, claro que sí. Where you,
And I
Puerto Rico o qué?
soy Boricua. I'm Puerto Rican.
Boricua,
Yeah,
imagínate,
I know.
imagínate.
Yeah.
Claro.
So I already, like I said, listened to the album on Spotify. I liked it a lot, and I put a heart on it, and I followed you on Spotify as
Beautiful.
well. So
Thank you
looking
so
forward
much.
to your future and more music coming out of you.
Yeah.
So I know you're busy, guys. So I'll end up with this. Is there anything you would like to say to your fans and supporters out there?
Yeah, this is for you. This one's for you. it's something that us as artists and musicians were born with,
Mm-hmm.
that we record and take time, and, and we try to make it perfect. We're perfectionists. Why? So you can enjoy our art, so you can enjoy our artistry, our talent. So this is this is for you guys. This is for you guys. So I hope that you guys all appreciate everything that we're all doing. Hope you guys like it. I hope you guys support it. Any voting members of the Recording Academy, use your voting privileges. I know a lot of people that are voters and don't ever vote. Use your voting privileges for good music, not just what's trendy. Um, and yeah, that's my last words. This is for you guys.